Hey everybody, so I'm going to go ahead and work on the review and give you the solutions. For this one, we have an exterior angle on the outside, so what we need to do is add up these remote interior angles. 8x plus 2 plus 3x plus 9 equals this exterior angle, 113. 8x plus 3x, that's 11x plus 11, the 2 plus 9. Equals 113, subtract 11, you get 11x equals 102. When you type that into the calculator, you should get 9.27. Number 2 is just like number 1. You would just add these two remote interior angles, and it equals the exterior angle. So 11x plus 8 equals 140, minus 8, and 11x equals 132. Type that into a calculator and you get x equals 12. For number 3, these are angles. For number 2, remember you need to read the problem carefully. It's asking for the measure of angle S. Well, we found x, so we just need to plug in x right here. 3 times 12 plus 4. Three times 12 plus 4, which is 40. So angle S is 40 degrees. All right, number 3, remember that the angles in a triangle always add up to 180. So I'm going to add all these things up and then set them equal to 180. So 5x plus 12x plus 2x is 19x. 7 plus negative 13 plus negative 4 is negative 10 equals 180. And you get 19x equals 190. So x is equal to 10. So I did half my problem. Now I need to find the measure of angle A. So I need to plug in my 10 where I see x. 5 times 10 is 50, plus 7 is 57. So angle A is 57 degrees. All right, we found x is 10, plugged it back in up here, and we got 57. All right, so for this one, we just need to name what kind of triangle congruence. So I see a congruent side, a congruent angle, and a congruent side. So side included angle, side, side, angle, side, side, angle, side. All right, what's the value of x? Well, this looks like an equilateral triangle, so that means all my angles are congruent to each other. Each angle is 60 degrees. So 12x minus 12 equals 60. Add 12 to both sides, and you get 12x equals 72. So x is equal to 6. All right, number 6. I want y'all to put stars all around this because you will see this again on your test. An acute triangle has only one acute angle. That's false. They are all acute angles. Obtuse only has one obtuse angle. True. Right angle only has one right angle. True. Every equilateral triangle is equal angular. Remember, equal angular means it's got equal angles. That's true. Not every equal angular triangle is equilateral. That's false. They have to be. Isosceles triangles have no acute angles. That's false. You can have an isosceles triangle with an acute angle. Find EG. Well, EG is at the bottom, and it says we need to find x. So to do that, these two sides are congruent to each other, so I set them equal to each other. 3x plus 5 equals 7x minus 21. Minus the 3x minus the 3x, and I get 5 equals 4x minus 21. Add 21, add 21. Just realized I wrote this problem wrong. This is a minus 5 right here. There we go. So negative 5 plus 21 is 16 equals 4x. Divide both sides by 4, and I get x is equal to 4. So this is a minus sign here. For this problem right here, yours looks a little bit different than mine because I took away the squared on it. So we're going to solve it just like that. B is equal to E, so they're equal. So I get 3y equals 6y minus 60. Move the y's to one side, and I get negative 3y equals negative 60. Divide both sides by negative 3, and I get y equals 20. All right, x, y, z, that's this angle up here. I do 180 minus 62 minus 40, that's 78. All right, these two angles right here are linear pairs. That means they add up to 180. So 180 minus 62 will give me 118. All right, so to find this missing angle here, which is what it's asking for, we do 180 minus 12 minus 118. That gives us 50. All right, this one, it's saying that we have two triangles that are congruent to each other. That means draw two triangles that are congruent to each other. Q, R, S, X, Y, Z. So it tells us they're congruent to each other. Now we just need to name what's congruent to each other. QR, if you look at it, QR is the same as XY. So I'll put a tick mark. RS is congruent to YZ. QS is congruent to XZ. All right, as far as the angles, angle Q is the same as angle X. Angle R is the same as angle Y. Angle Z is the same as angle S and Z. All right. What's the value of x here? Looks like this one's missing a little bit of information. I think they meant to say that this is equilateral. So this is also 60 degrees. 8x minus 4 is equal to 60. Add the 4. And 8x is 64, which means x is 8. All right, the vocab, the sum of the interior angles of a triangle, we know they always add up to 180. A blank triangle has 3 different side lengths. That's a scalene triangle. A blank triangle has at least 2 side lengths the same. That's isosceles. A blank triangle has 3 congruent sides. That's equilateral. A blank triangle has 1 right angle. That's a right triangle. A blank triangle has 3 acute angles. That's acute. A blank triangle has 1 obtuse angle. That's obtuse. A blank triangle has 3 congruent angles. That is equiangular. Just means the same angles. The measure of a straight angle, remember, if we have a straight angle like this, it's always 180. All right. What is an included angle? An included means that the angle is inside. The angle is inside or between 2 congruent sides. So for instance, if we had something like this, this is our included angle. Included side, it's the side in between 2 congruent angles. So an example of that, if I had a triangle and I had 2 angles, this is an included side because it's in between. All right, So make sure your answers match mine, and you can use this on your test.